Hello everyone, my name is Wedge. In this video we'll be talking about the Mono Black Commander 2014 deck featuring our favorite Planeswalker, then Demon, then Wingless Demon, Nixilis. Yippee, enjoy! Sworn to Darkness showcases Nixilis of the Black Oath, the Planeswalker who lost his spark and has already appeared in 2 cards as a creature. He's appeared as recently as M15, and technically this is already his 3rd printing, this time as a commander. Is this his best printing yet? As a commander, we think so. He starts on 3 loyalty for 5 mana, similar to 2 other walkers, making him reasonably costed and neither slow nor particularly fast. Nixilis isn't nearly a build-around card, so it isn't important that it comes down at a certain point of the game or have a certain cost. His first ability is pretty much a built-in extort effect for 2 loyalty. The effect is strong when tacked on to all your spells and is decent here. Naturally, when you can only do it once a turn, it isn't as good, but it is good for gaining incremental advantage, especially in multiplayer. On top of that, you are increasing your loyalty, which is never a bad thing. His middle ability puts a 5/5 flying demon token into play for the low cost of 2 loyalty and 2 life. The life loss is basically negligible when you have 40 life, it's never going to kill you. Playing Nixilis just to put 5/5 flyers into play is not a terrible win condition, as you can just keep casting him to make more demons. Naturally, you'll only be able to make so many, but even putting a couple into play can represent a lot of damage in one game. Plus, you can use the demons to protect Obnix. The final ability gives you an emblem that allows you to sacrifice a creature to draw cards and gain life equal to the creature's power. Though it doesn't instantly win you the game, there's a good chance that turning all your creatures into Disciple of Bolas will get you there. 8 loyalty isn't an unreasonable amount to get to, so with the right setup, you can get the emblem with ease. The black deck on the whole relies on solid removal, efficient creatures, and a sacrifice sub-theme. You have Read the Bones, Sign in Blood, Promise of Power, and Skeletal Scrying to draw all the cards you need. Mutilate, Black Sun Zenith, and Profane Command give you ways to remove troublesome creatures and control the board. New cards, Ghoul Caller Gisa and Flesh Carver are excellent sacrifice outlets. Gisa will turn your creatures into more guys, while Flesh Carver gets bigger and turns into a creature when it dies. Victimize, Dread Return, and Disciple of Bolas are additional ways to put creatures in your graveyard. Infernal Offering is both a sacrifice effect and a reanimate spell, and it draws you 2 cards. What's with all the sacrifice effects? Well, you have Morbid cards in Tragic Slip, Morcrut Banshee, Reaper from the Abyss, Skursdag High Priest, and the new card Malicious Affliction. Malicious Affliction is strong, likely destroying 2 targets for 2 mana. All these cards are formidable removal spells, except for the High Priest, which can make you demons to take over the game. Morbid is pretty easy to trigger since it works on any creature dying, so you'd be hard-pressed to not get the extra Morbid effect. Necromantic Selection and Wake the Dead are reanimate spells that get you more value out of your dead creatures. Spoils of Blood and Overseer of the Damned make creatures when creatures die. Zathra Demon causes your opponents to lose life when you sacrifice a creature to it while being a 7/7 that'll kill them. Zombies are also a sub-theme in the deck. Grave Titan produces 2 zombies when it attacks or enters play. Liliana's Reaver also puts zombies into play when it deals combat damage. Combine that with Gisa and Overseer of the Damned and you can build your horde up quickly. The black deck is one of the stronger decks here and is a good starting point for someone entering the format. One weakness with the deck is the lack of tutor effects, one of black's specialties. Demonic Tutor or Diabolic Tutor in a pinch, as well as Diabolic Intent and Rune-Scarred Demon are all great cards to run in the deck. Intent doubles as a one-shot sacrifice outlet, while the Demon is a reanimator target. There are stronger sweeper effects that offer more synergy with the strategy. Decree of Pain draws you cards for each creature it destroys, while Life's Finale lets you put creatures in your opponent's graveyard to take later. Potentially the strongest card to put in the deck, Living Death, is a pseudo-wrath effect and potent win condition. Filling up your graveyard with creatures will be easy and lead to a game-breaking Living Death. If you decide to run a graveyard or a zombie-themed deck with Gisa, then Entomb and Buried Alive are basically tutor effects in that kind of strategy. You may end up playing more zombies as a result, leading to Gravecrawler, Vengeful Dead, or Geralf's Messenger making their way into your deck. Patriarch's Bidding can be an absolute blowout if you run only zombies. Either deck would gladly welcome Oversold Cemetery, which lets you bring a creature from your graveyard to your hand as long as you have at least 4 in your yard. Gravepack is like Butcher of Malakir, but in enchantment form and 3 mana less. To improve on the mana, any mono black deck should play Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and Cabal Coffers. These 2 lands enable you to generate tons of mana while still running non-basic lands. Pretty much every EDH deck wants to have access to as much mana as possible, and Coffers requires the least amount of setup. Cryptgas comes with the deck, and Arcana Revenant also doubles your mana while also giving you something to sink that mana into. Financially, the black deck has a couple of interesting reprints and potentially valuable new cards. Nixilis and Gisa are both built around cards and will likely garner some interest. Gisa may actually become the more popular of the 2 due to its flavor. Malicious Affliction is a very good removal spell that will see play in both Commander and Cubes. If it happens to catch on in Legacy, it could hit double digits like Toxic Deluge. In terms of reprints, Grave Titan is one of the better black creatures they put in the deck and will probably be a $3 to $4 reprint once the product's out. Like the other decks, there are plenty of $2 to $3 cards that were reprinted, like Profane Command, Zathra Demon, Mutilate, and Black Sun Zenith. You're getting a ton of useful cards for your deck at least. There is little, if any, deadweight. Sworn to Darkness offers a ton of synergy and is overall a strong effort for a precon. Of the decks we've reviewed so far, this may be the best of the 3. How do you feel about the Black Commander 2014 strategy? Gotta say, sorta does everything you want to be doing in a black deck. Reanimation, destroying things, demons. It just seems right, you know? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below. As always, subscribe for the latest and most reliable Magic the Gathering information you could ever need. This is the Manosaurus, I'm Wedge, thanks for watching, we'll see you next time.